All right, y'all. It's been a minute. It's been way too long. I was scrolling on YouTube. I wanted to bring y'all a fresh and fit podcast. And yeah, I ain't gonna lie. This
So, question for you two: do you think men and women are equal?
he asks the same questions over and over again. I swear he asks these same exact questions, man. To me, it's like he asks the same thing. Do you think men and women are equal? Do you think the man should be the provider of the house? This and that. Like, come on, man.
We'll start with you.
Yes.
I don't understand why women even continue to go on their show. Like, I'm not trying to bash them. Well, I technically am bashing them, so I ain't even gonna shy away from it. But it's like, why do y'all continue to go on his show and y'all leave his show feeling worse and worse and worse?
Okay. Do you think men and women are equal?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, you do too? Oh shit. Okay, I was asking her, but okay.
Oh, I didn't know.
Okay, actually, you know what? Let's go since
sorry,
it seems
that's okay.
there's different opinions on this. Raise of hands if you guys think men and women are equal. Raise of hands if you think they are.
Equal
Yeah, they are
in
equal.
sense.
Yes, they are equal. Raise of hands.
Okay. It depends on what standpoint you're talking about. Cause if it's like basic generic, first of all, let me fix my audio. Let me fix this audio right now. We gotta get this audio under control because this audio sounds terrible, man. This audio is dookie. Let's go ahead and fix this up right now. All right, let me see how we sounding, y'all. Let me see how we sounding. I had to fix it. I didn't like the way it was sounding. It still sounds bad. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I gotta take the filters. I gotta take this off. Let me trash this. I forgot I had that on. Anyways, I'll figure that out later. Anyways, but I mean, like, it depends on like what aspect are we talking about? Like, are we talking as a actual human? If we talk an actual human, then yeah, I would say we are pretty equal. You know what I'm saying? We go, cause I mean, like Andrew Tate said it. He was like, men and women are saying like, bro, she gets up, she takes the shit just like you every morning. So in some aspects, yes, we're equal. Yes, human, we're equal. In terms of getting up, okay. In terms of reality, like in life and how life operates, no, we are not equal. Men are the ones that are the providers. We are the ones that gotta go make the bread. We are the ones that lead the house. We are the ones who basically lead the family. Women, honestly, women should be the nurturers. And, bro, I'm streaming right now. Yes, I ate it. Sorry about that, y'all. Jesus Christ. Anyway, sorry.
1, 2, 3. You don't think men and women are equal,
In society.
Miss Independent?
I'm saying it in society.
Okay. You're saying why? Because what?
I'm saying in society, things obviously don't look as everyone is equal.
Okay. Let me.
But in,
Okay.
like,
So
in
let me go ahead and make this the. Okay. Let me simplify this. Obviously, human beings are equal.
Like I
Right?
said,
I'm not
bro.
talking about like human
Like I
dignity.
said, a woman is supposed to be a nurturer. That's just how I see it.
Anything else like that. I'm talking about within,
Relationship.
from a more relationship slash biological slash intersexual dynamic perspective. Are men and women equal? Yeah. Okay. You still
Yes.
think yes? Okay. What about you?
I would say no then.
You would say no?
Yeah, because I don't think, like you said, like biologically, I don't think we're equal. I don't think
Okay. That's
in a
fine.
relationship, yeah.
Change my answer because of what she said.
Yeah.
What about you?
Biologically, like body and
Yeah, it could be.
Like
It's a multitude
hereditary
of different things.
then,
I just
yeah.
gave one example, but it's a bunch of different things. Do you think they're?
I'm honestly curious on where they find these really, really beautiful women. Like, do they DM them? Like, they got to be paying them. To some extent, they have to be paying these women. Like, these women need to do their research, all of that, bro. Because this don't make sense.
Equal still?
then I would say no.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay. You think they are? Why do you think they're equal?
Well, I'm only saying that because it's not from a spiritual perspective, because
Oh,
I'm
it's
spiritual.
deep
But
as shit.
in terms of, I don't know, societal standards, yes, because both sexes play parts that both benefit from each other
Facts.
equally. To me
I
personally,
do agree.
Okay. But wouldn't it be fair to say that like men and women think differently,
yes,
and we
Yes.
view the world differently,
that's
Yes.
true. Yeah,
and we're physically different too?
yeah.
Yes.
So wouldn't that make us like different, which would mean inherently that we're unequal?
Well, I guess so, but there's subcategories.
I feel like Myron especially Myron. I feel like I think his name. I think this is fresh. I feel like he just kind of just sits there. He just kind of just goes with the flow. He put in his little 2 cents every here and there. But Myron, I feel like he always just tries to make the girl feel way more less than what she really is. Now the toxic, crazy, cheating women, I feel like that's the women that he needs to school. But majority of these women nowadays, I must say, I ain't gonna lie.
Categories to this. So,
All right. Well, let me ask you this then.
Yeah.
Raise of hands for the ladies. How many of you want to be in a relationship where the man is the leader?
Oh, he said, ladies, my bad. What the fuck? No, don't start this. Don't start this. No, bro. Don't start this.
No.
Raise of hands. Raise of hands. I want to see. Is that pretty much everybody?
She's like, I don't know.
She don't know.
I'm sorry. What was the
Hands.
question?
How many of you want to be in a relationship where the man is the leader?
What the fuck? Me personally, I can't be in a relationship where the girl is the leader. I can't do it. This like, okay, let's say you in high school, right? I used to have this thing where I wouldn't want to date no girl if she has a car before I do. It's just in my nature. I can't do it, bro. I can't do it.
Raise of hands. Raise of hands. I want to see. Is that pretty much everybody?
She's like, I don't know.
She don't know.
Okay. All right.
Because everything's dependent.
So everybody except for her.
Both of us, like, yeah, like,
Okay. How many of you want to be in a relationship with a man that's stronger than you physically?
yeah. That
Okay.
part.
All right. How many of you want to be in a relationship with a man that's taller than you? Is that taller than you? Preferably, if you had a choice. Yes or no? Okay.
Okay.
I ain't
How many
raising
of
an
you want to be in a
eye.
relationship with a guy that's smarter than you and could teach you something?
Okay. A mentor.
Mostly. Okay. How many of you want to be with a guy that's like confident?
I don't.
For reals, yes.
Yeah, no, girl. Yeah, right. That's why I went like that.
help you out.
Like confident and cocky is different.
Confident, not cocky. Confident.
Confidence is good.
Yeah, confident. Okay, so that's everybody. How many of you want to be with a guy that's ambitious? Okay. That's everybody? Okay. And then how many of you want to be in a relationship with a guy that makes more money than you?
I don't.
Congratulations.
Chill.
Yeah.
Don't
So
even do that.
you guys do realize that you all just selected a guy that's better than you and everything, right?
Yes.
That's the
100%.
point.
So-
Raise.
So explain to me how you want to be equal to a man that's superior to you.
You triggered my trap card!
Some of it, or half of it, but not all, because we are able to share each other's knowledge and stuff like that. There's some stuff that he doesn't know that I'm going to know, and vice
And
versa.
because
certain things.
preferably, why would you want? These are all preferences. Like,
Yes,
Also-
but what I'm saying is that I don't know if you know, like, I'm just being funny here, but like, you do like a majority of women want everything I just mentioned their guy to have. So
You're right.
I find it funny that girls say, I want an equal partner, I want a guy that's equal to me, but the reality is that you want a guy that's actually better than you. So if you get a guy that's better than you, would it make sense for him to treat you as an equal?
So if it's materialistic things, I am rich in love, happiness, spirituality and everything, and I
How?
don't need a man for that. Like,
How do you quantify that? Okay, question.
Because
question.
because
Was Diddy
because
and Cassie equal?
comparing me. You're comparing me. I'm rich in love. I'm rich in happiness. I'm rich. But if you're just rich in
Wait.
money,
Wait, stop the show.
Like, I don't.
The
like,
bills are paid with what?
huh?
Money.
Money. Yeah, I know.
So your love don't mean shit, nigga.
Wait, what?
How's that gonna pay the bills?
That's
yeah, love
crazy.
don't
not
pay
equal.
bills. Who said that?
That's what she's saying. Like, she's not gonna be with a guy because he has, like, let's say you have ugly personality traits, but he's ugly. I mean, he has ugly personality traits.
But you guys just agreed that if he's better than you in all regards, you want him, right?
Yes.
So ultimately, you're not equal.
A spring air conditioning tune-up from Conway Services can improve the efficiency of your home's cooling system and help prevent costly breakdowns during the hottest months of the year. Schedule your $69 air conditioning tune-up now with Conway Services to help save money on energy costs and help extend the life of your system. Call 384-3511 to
I think they have like, okay, I feel like you guys don't want to say you want a man better than you because it gives the gold digger, but you're not gonna say, if I go to work every single day and I come home and my man is laying on the couch every day or playing the game, you're not gonna be happy about that. Point blank. Period. It's that.
I work every time. I work all the time. So
It's not, and I'm not just. I'm not like yeah, no, in general.
No, I'm just saying.
Just for argument's sake, what
Yeah.
about recognizing that you want a man that's all of those things, but
Yeah.
also recognizing that you want to be equal in the sense that you want to strive to make just as much money and be just as strong and be, is that
Why would you want to
I don't.
that
actually
bad?
compete with your man?
That's crazy.
but I don't know that I view it as competition. I view it as like you're on the same team.
If you made the same amount of money as your man,
yeah.
you know what's gonna happen there?
You will have more
His
money
his
as a whole.
You will want to make choices for your man as well, and you may want to outdo your man. To be honest with you, if he's making more than you, right? It's more like, okay, he's leading the whole situation. You're gonna follow his lead. If you made the same amount of money as him, it's gonna be tougher.
But as a leader, wouldn't you want
agree.
your partner? But no, I feel you though.
Yeah, yeah.
But as a leader, wouldn't you want, in any situation,
Yeah.
wouldn't you, in any sort of team or partnership, wouldn't you want the other member of your team to be just as good? Like, why, as a leader, would you then want your teammate to be?
Well, no, I agree. If I'm gonna be the leader, I want you to excel.
Well, hold on, stop. We're not teammates. I'm the coach. You're the player, and that's where this is where there's the issues here. See, so let me give you my take on this situation with this speech. I think that speech was fantastic, and I think more women need to hear.
It's like some points Myron has made some good points, but I don't know who Myron thinks he is. I feel like this man thinks he's like some type of king. He's God himself or some shit. He just want every fucking girl just to bow down at his feet and basically take care of him. I feel like he wants to be the woman in the relationship almost.
Hear it, and I wish he had done it at a more liberal school, like a fucking NYU or one of these schools where we got all these liberal women that use spirituality and love and all this other weird stuff. No offense, ladies, because the problem is that women simply don't live in reality. Let me explain what I mean by this. In life, there's hierarchies. There's a president, there's a head coach, there's a captain. Then there's people that are workers, people that are lower level, etc. When you get in a relationship with a certain type of caliber of man, that's a leader, that's dominant, that goes into the boardroom and makes a bunch of money and is successful, etc., and he's worked his way to be there, right? And you as a woman didn't really have to work your way to be there. Let's be honest here. Women are given their value.
Facts. I gotta agree with him on that. It's levels to this shit when it comes to being a man. I have to work. Maybe I have to get debunked a little bit. Try to build my way back up to get to that point. You women, y'all born, right? Zoop, and your value from the day you were born. Zoop. I mean, it's the honest truth. I mean, it's the same thing. Like if a guy has a daughter and he has a son, I'm telling you, he's gonna treat that daughter 10 times like more like a princess than the son. The son's gotta work to get to where he is. The woman, literally, she really doesn't have to do anything. She doesn't. She already gets basically everything handed to her, unless she's just plain Jane on her own.
you're pretty,
And even then, you got it way easier than a guy.
you're young, you're able to go and attract a very attractive man. That man had to work to get to that point to be attractive in the first place. What the fuck do I look like as a man that built myself up listening to someone that quite frankly isn't on my level? It doesn't make sense. I got here because of me, not because of you, not because we're a team or any of this bullshit. Matter of fact, if we were teammates, you wouldn't find me attractive. You guys just displayed it with your own answers that I asked you for. It was all a setup. And the reality is that women are not attracted to their equals. They're attracted to men that are better than them in every single regard. Now, the reason why I think this was a fantastic speech to give, especially to college, is because when women go to college, what do? They get indoctrinated to think men and women are equal. They think I'm going to be independent like this young lady here. I can be a teammate, all this other
Feminism.
stuff.
Do I personally think that women can be independent? Yes and no. I mean, like, if you've been independent from the jump, like, since day one, and you've been independent for, like, I don't know, like, 20 years or so, 20 years. Yes, at that point, yes. But majority of the time, half of y'all girls that be saying that I'm an independent girl, I don't need no man, this and that. Some of y'all are capping. I mean, like, let's be honest. Even the lesbians, a lot of y'all, I mean, majority of y'all take on dykes, women that are like men. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all take on that because y'all need some type of masculinity in your life.
Feminism,
I do
and
have to
it
agree
lies
with
to
him
you
on
guys
that.
because the reality is the more money you make, the more educated you become, the more successful you become, the less attractive you become to a majority of men that are what you are looking for, because you essentially become. Well, you know what? Let's have fun with this. Let's
She
go
looks
into
so
agreement.
annoyed. She
Instead
looks
of me
so
just
annoyed.
yapping and shit. Let me have fun with this. Let's go into
Rolling her
agreement.
eyes and shit.
Instead
Get
of
off
me
my
just
shoulder.
yapping and shit, let me get you guys to interact with me here. Let's say I went to a beauty school and I just worked on my walk.
I ain't gonna lie, when you start spitting logic and facts to women and you're yapping, but you're spitting facts, I don't know what it is with women. They tend to zone out when you start hitting them with the facts. It's not even yapping. When you start hitting a girl with facts, she tends to over here, I don't care anymore. I don't care. You're still going on about this. I'm like, okay, bet, let me be quiet. And then that's when they want to go in, be like, nah, this, that, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, bro, you got it. Because I can't even get my point across. Because when I say something, you want to tune me out. But when you talking, it's crazy.
You know, I worked on my
And I'm spitting
hair.
facts.
I worked on like making sure my manicure was always on point. My nails are always on fleek. I'm dressed well. I'm wearing Louis Vuitton every fucking day. I'm looking good. Spent 4 years doing that shit.
Got my Louis
Okay.
on.
And, you know, me and you get in a relationship, and I'm the more attractive one. I'm the one that gets the attention. People are looking at me. People are fucking, you know, DMing me on Instagram all the time. People are messaging me. I'm the fucking, you know, I'm the shit. I'm walking on runways and shit like that. I'm taking 2 hours to get ready. You're only taking 45 minutes to get ready. How would that make you feel as a woman?
No, I mean, obviously, yes, it would make me.
Would it be
feel-
annoying?
It would be annoying, but
Okay.
you framed the question in the to make us think about the equality factor.
Yeah, but
so I'm just saying, as
I
a
understand
leader,
that.
I would want not to necessarily say men and women or whatever, but there is a sense of
But
partnership.
would that be annoying though? Like
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
you're okay. What
Absolutely.
about you? How would that make you feel that I spent all this time to get ready and put all this effort into it? Would that? But I didn't put as much effort into making money, or I didn't put as much effort into like being a provider or being a leader. How'd that make you feel?
It'd be frustrating.
What about you?
Triggering.
Same.
God damn it. Big fucking ass.
Same.
Would you give that guy a chance? Would you date him? No.
Maricon.
Okay. What about you?
I'll be disgusted.
You'd be disgusted.
Yes.
Damn. Okay.
That nigga gay.
You're insecure. You're insecure because you look better than you.
No.
You're insecure. Yeah. All right. What about you?
How dare you?
No, that's a good answer. I like that.
I would not.
I ain't gonna lie. No man should take more than, let me see, a shower. If a man is showering, it should take at least probably like max 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes for a man to shower. If he's washing his hair and stuff like that, I have dreads, so it's probably gonna take me about 15 minutes. Yeah, about 15, I'd say. 15 minutes, straight up, real talk, for a shower. Probably 10 the max. If you just washing your body, 10 minutes, real talk, a shower. Not even 10, to be honest with you. Probably like 5, honestly. Probably like 5 minutes in the shower. Um, then you gotta get out, brush your teeth, wash your face, throw on your clothes, put on some deodorant, maybe some cologne. A man should not take no longer than 20, 25 minutes to get ready. Straight up.
I like it.
You wouldn't like it? Why not?
I wouldn't be interested into that. Like I'm not. Like pretty boy is not my interest. I'm not attracted to that.
Gotcha. What about you?
Pretty boy swag.
You say no? What, you insecure, man? He's independent. He's handsome. Come on.
Handsome, man.
And what?
Not 2 hours getting ready.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
think
He
so.
got
2 hours.
he got drip though.
Yeah,
Mad
He got
crazy.
swag.
That's fine, and I'm fine for my man to be confident. That's not gonna make me insecure.
He
but
got
like,
pretty boy swag. What's
Oh,
wrong with you, man?
Insecure, man.
Absorb it.
All right. What about you?
I'm good. I'm not
No, he's got a lot of love to give, though.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean,
He's rich in love.
Yeah, he's rich
and
in
looks.
If your lady walked around
gotta
in
work, though.
boxers and
You gotta
white
work,
tee,
but-
if I have a connection with a
He's
man,
rich in
of
love.
course, that's a different.
No, he's gonna be on the couch, so he got to get his beauty sleep. But you gonna be cool with that? Rich in love.
He's rich in looks and love.
Well, see?
How dare you? No, I'm rich in love.
I already know your answer. You're a fiance, so you already know what time it is. See how when I switch it around, you guys are like, "What the fuck?" Like, no. You'd be like, "Hell nah, I'm not down with that. You're really questionable." You're like, "No, I'm good."
Annoying.
So think about that, ladies. So why is it
Think about
that
this.
you would
Think about
never
this.
accept me if I spent 4 years going to beauty school, being the most handsome guy ever and looking fucking good? Right? You would never accept me, but you expect us to accept you guys for making a bunch of money and being successful. See how it doesn't make sense for us? It's the same thing. I'm a useless fucking pretty boy, just like you're a useless girl with a degree making money. It doesn't benefit me, just like me being beautiful doesn't benefit you. That's why we don't give a fuck about your money. We don't
That's
give a
why
fuck
not
about your
everyone
degree.
goes to-
We don't care about any of that stuff. And it's interesting, when I ask you guys, what's your thoughts? You guys, you don't even think. No, I'm good.
nah.
No. I don't want a guy like this. But if I say, I don't want no educated girl, I don't give a fuck about that. Whoa! You're insecure, right? Like she said, right? That's why I said that to you, to get you the feeling. But women don't get this, that like, bro, we really don't give a fuck about your money and your degrees at all. It doesn't benefit us. Does that make sense, ladies?
Yes.
Yes, but I think
Sure.
coming
Yes.
from like a super successful, like as a super successful man.
And honestly, like I feel like it wouldn't benefit me because, like, bro, at the end of the day, would I want a girl that's richer than me? It happens, honestly, but that would really like put me in the drive to want to work harder to become richer than you, because it's not that you're a girl and you're richer. Well, it sounds bad, but it's just like I'm the man and I'm the leader of the house. But it kind of make it feel like you're the leader of the house if you're making more money than me. Because at this point, nigga, this your shit.
And
Yeah,
you know,
sure.
which most men in this generation and stuff are not bringing that.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And that's a fair critique, but would it be fair to say that, like, and obviously, yes, a bunch of guys are fucking bums, etc., but that's your job as a girl to detect that.
Absolutely.
Because I've seen it where girls meet guys that are successful and do have their money on point and are, masculine, whatever, but then the girl tries to compete with him. Or she doesn't listen to him. He can't get her to do shit. You can't tell me nothing, I'm independent.
Yep.
And what ends up happening, and this is sad for the girls, right? The guy in his head is just like, man, I'm never going to fucking take this girl serious. I'm just going to keep having sex with her. And he just puts her on the sex rotation. And then she asks the dumbass question, where are we? And she never gets a relationship. She never gets a ring. She never gets taken seriously. She never meets the family. She never meets the parents. And then she wonders, why can't I fucking get this guy? Like, I got a house. I make the parents. And then she wonders,
She just looks so disgusted. It's just like she just looks so just like that death there is just mean.
why can't I fucking get this guy? Like,
And Myron, them waves are like totally fake, dude. I swear, them waves are
I
totally
got a
fake.
house, I make this money, I'm successful. No, it's because you're fucking annoying. You're like a dude. Just like if I spent 3 hours to get ready, you start getting annoyed with me. Like, fuck, maybe at first it's fun, right? Maybe it's first that I meet a girl that makes money, it's fun. But at some point, you're going to get tired of it. Just like if I was just a pretty boy all day, spending time picking out shoes, you'd be like, this dude's a faggot. What the fuck? This is annoying. Same situation, ladies. You guys don't want fags. We don't want annoying bimbos. Does that make sense? Kind of?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I know it, like, this might be the first time you've heard this or whatever, but what this guy's speech basically embodies is that men are looking for a girl to kind of be an aid. We don't really care about you making money or being successful, your title, your careers. And I know some of you guys are going to college and shit, which is cool. I mean, I'm not gonna take that away from you, but understand that like men don't care about that shit.
I think going to school is good. Getting your degree is good, but like that shouldn't be a selling point. Like, oh yeah, I'm independent. I have a degree. Look at me. It's more like, all right, I'm gonna be a wife to you. What do you need as a man?
So I wouldn't even like if I was a girl and I went on a date, like I wouldn't even talk about my schooling unless he like really was interested and asked. But like I would like stay away from that and talk about other shit because
Who cares?
Bruh, it's not that it's who cares, it's that. And here's the thing, like even if a girl doesn't tell me what she does for work or education, just from her behavior I could tell if she's like super like masculine and aggressive and shit like that. I'm like, man, this chick works in like law enforcement or some shit, or she's a business lady or some shit. And like because people that are successful that make money, like they have certain mindsets, they don't want to be told no, they have an A-type personality. That's very unattractive to us ladies, very unattractive. So
which is sad.
Yeah,
which is sad to me because we live in a society that's not necessarily groomed in that sort of, you know.
Do you think it's sad though?
I think it's sad. I do think that we should resort back to more traditional values, absolutely, and I value those things.
Yeah.
Now
but
you do.
it's not. No, but I'm saying like it's not. That's not the world we live in now. So it's like I almost feel like.
But what do y'all blame for that though? Like being the world being the way it is and kind of veering off of traditional, like traditional paths. Honestly, social media, yes, but social media really got corrupted. I feel like it's not originally what it was for. I feel like social media was more for like people to have fun with it, you know, not people to come over here and spill their trauma on the fucking internet. I didn't ask you to spill your trauma. I feel like social media, when you spill your trauma on there as a spirit and it goes out into the whole entire world, zoom, 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 zoom. Maybe I'm like this. You know what I'm saying? And it changes the way you look at certain things. So I really kind of just blame social media and the people that's there on it.
We're stuck between a rock and a hard place because it's like, okay, yes, I would prefer to.
Cause none of this shit was like this, honestly. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Like, I be telling people like all the time, like, there were thoughts back then, but there honestly, I really think thoughts are 10 times, like, literally, there's more boppers than it was back when your parents were our age. A lot less. I feel as though eventually, cause you didn't have Instagram and all of that other shit. I couldn't DM a girl from this random ass place. Like I couldn't do that and not know she had a boyfriend. And even if I did, I still was trying to slide in there.
High value man that I don't have to have an education, that could be a leader, that could be a provider, that could be a man of God, and all of those things, and I could just be fruitful and.
It's too late for you.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I'm not gonna front with you. Half y'all niggas don't even know what a man of God is. Half of y'all niggas probably don't even know what a woman of God is. None of y'all know what this shit is anymore. That's what I personally think. You know what? Let me not say that because I'm judging and I don't know nothing. I don't know how some of these people thought process go.
No, I mean, come on.
I agree with you.
Well, here's the thing. So
what do you do? Do you sit there and wait around for that to happen, or do you do it for yourself?
I'll tell you why. Here's the problem.
It sucks.
The reason why these guys are out there.
Yeah, they are.
But the problem is that.
But you don't want them.
You don't want them because they're not 6 feet tall. They're not handsome. They don't got drip.
Yeah.
They don't speak, a certain way. They don't got no riz.
They don't beat you
like
up.
these guys that are
beat the fuck out y'all niggas. I'm talking about these niggas be beating y'all niggas like y'all fucking. You know how you play fight with your dog? That's how these niggas really be doing some of y'all, bro. I'm talking about bop 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 and have fun with it, no cap.
Are like that do that like have these
laughing?
they don't beat you like these guys that are like that do that like have these tendencies. They're boring a lot of times. Women find them boring.
Yep.
Oh, you go to church every Sunday. Oh my God, you're like a square. Because women love excitement in men. Every single one of you's probably dated a bad boy that you knew was fucking bad for you, but you want.
And she's shaking her head.
Women love excitement in men. Every single one of you's probably dated a bad boy that you're like a square. Drip.
Yeah.
They don't. These guys that are like that do that like. Had no riz.
They don't beat you
like
up.
These guys that are like that do that like have these tendencies. They're boring a lot of times. Women find them boring.
Yep.
Oh, you go to church every Sunday. Oh my God, you're like a square. Because women love excitement in men. Every single one of you's probably dated a bad boy that you know.
Okay, no. I think what it is if you, cause I go to church pretty much every Sunday. I really do feel as though because I just recently learned it's like women like excitement in the front of their brain, and then in the back of their brain, it's like they is like their actual conscience, and it's telling them like, bro, you're supposed to, you need to go with the nice guy, like that's the nigga that you need to have kids with. You know what I'm saying? I really feel as though like half of these kids that are getting born, they're in bro. Like honestly, I can't lie to you. Like it's more kids growing up in single households than anything. Cause some of y'all niggas just like the toxic person, and y'all can't get away from that person. Like, and it's kind of fucked up. Like, bro, honestly, no, I ain't gonna say that. I was gonna say, nah, I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that because it's just like it's gonna affect some people, and it's just best for me not to say it. But I think what it is find somebody that's well balanced. You know, obviously a guy that goes to church tries to lead you down a good path. I'm all for that, but he also has a fun side to him. He's not a fucking square. You know what I'm saying? Don't I mean squares are gonna find other squares. I'm just being 1,000% honest. And honestly, you gonna find somebody that works for you. You gonna do something that probably intrigues that person 10 times tenfold. But personally, I personally think that you should be keep it balanced, basically.
It was fucking bad for you, but you went out with him anyway because women love excitement like that in men. So, but unfortunately, that excitement comes at a cost a lot of times. You were trying to say something? I saw you had your hand like this.
Yeah.
So, yeah, please go ahead.
I was really gonna say college is really like a recruiting grounds, honestly. Like
If you're smart,
College is
that's how
nothing
you do
more
it.
than
That's
a
what the white
playground.
girls do, to be honest with you.
Yo,
not just the
keep-
white girls, boo.
The black women don't do it. Statistically speaking, being honest with you, the black women don't do it.
But that's
The white women
how
are
I
the ones
think,
that come
though.
out of college married at a way higher rates than
They
black
do.
women.
But I don't know why they don't think like that. But
not to pick on you or
Makes
anything.
sense.
You're a bit older than the rest of the panel here.
that's fair.
I'm sure you met guys in the past that were actually good guys that would have taken care of you, probably been that guy, no?
Sure.
Think about this.
What? Think about this, yes. What made you want to move on, or do you have any, I want to say, regrets at all?
She's young, still.
Who said that?
Me. I think she's still young.
35?
Yeah.
I mean, I can recognize that is. You saying this, Cap? I can recognize
35
that.
is young.
I can recognize
35
that.
not young,
You know
bro.
that's a little bit older, and that's okay.
60 is older.
I'm okay with that.
Late, bro.
But to speak
60?
to Myron, to speak to your point, I think that that's fair. Everything that you said about about that woman, the guy would be boring, or he goes to church, or all these things, and I agree that yes,
Yeah.
maybe I've passed on them too, but
You definitely have.
absolutely,
Yeah, facts.
absolutely.
Sometimes I'll be, with this mic, it's kind of hard to tell. Yeah, my mic is muted.
But the problem is that those same men have also passed on me because I have a degree, because I'm a businesswoman, because I can carry myself and be threatening or
To his point.
perceived in competition, and it's
Annoying.
just
Well,
So
okay,
the
so
society.
let me. This is going to be a very
not to
painful.
debate you, but
no,
you know what I mean.
Totally cool. I don't have a problem with having debates or discourse. This is where I'm gonna give kind of a uncomfortable truth to all the ladies here. So, if you're able to get a man to date you, right? Which I'm sure all of you can. None of you guys are like ugly like that, right? If you can get a guy to date you, you do realize that it's your job to keep him dating you, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But here's the problem, though.
To get started in data analytics,
Damn it, here we
you don't
go.
need previous experience or a degree. The Google Data Analytics Certificate.
Girls go on dates thinking, impress me.
Nigga.
Right?
But that's how society, we're all
but
warped
that's
into
what I'm trying to
this.
say. That's the problem, is that women
I'm
go
the
on
prize.
dates. Women go on dates, and women meet men with the frame of impress me, make me feel like I need to come on a second date.
I'm the
you
prize.
need to win me over. I'm the prize. A lot of women actually tweeted about this earlier today, and it got like it's almost at 1 million fucking impressions. I mentioned that women have a syndrome called main character syndrome. And what I mean by this, yeah, I'm literally coining that shit.
Oh,
Yes,
really?
there you go. Fresh and fit, fucking exclusive right here. A lot of women have main character syndrome. And what I mean by this is they think the world revolves around me. The way I view the world is the way the world operates. The way I look at myself is how the world views me. And I don't care about anyone else. And I've noticed this. We've interviewed almost 3,000 girls. And whenever I ask, hey, what's your opinion on this? I mean, did this earlier, by the way. A lot of girls do this, no offense. I'll ask them a question. What do you think in general? They're immediately take the question, internalize it, base it on themselves, and then regurgitate an answer. Versus give me an answer on how the rest of the world works. I'll give you an example, right? If you told me something like, world hunger is a real problem, and I responded to you, I don't think it's a real problem. Me, all my niggas eat. I don't suffer. Wouldn't I sound like a fucking retard?
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's what girls do all the time. Obviously not with that example. But when I interview women and I ask them questions, they always internalize it themselves. And if it doesn't apply to them, they discount it. It doesn't matter. And I think this is a very dangerous mindset to have. And this is why so many girls fail and are chronically single, right? They kind of go into the world with, I'm a main character situation. I don't know if you guys noticed, but the girls here that are in relationships are all pretty young, with high school sweethearts, etc. I've realized that like when girls are young and they don't get this mindset early on, this main character syndrome, they're able to maintain relationships better, right? This is why men and you have something you want to say?
Yeah,
go
but
ahead, sure.
I was about to say, but also that goes back into he gives me my main character syndrome. I don't have to do it for myself. He gives me the attention that I need, so I don't have to give myself and force that on
anywhere else.
Yeah,
he's a real one.
What do you consider young?
What do I consider young?
Tell me, yeah.
I mean, I think a woman is in her prime years between 18 to 24, 25.
I would agree.
I think if a girl doesn't capitalize in that time, her chances of finding like a higher status guy or a man of her dreams,
slim down.
It's pretty much zero. Yep. You're gonna have to settle on a more average man. No, take you seriously and be a good guy or whatever, but he might not be in good shape. He might not be the most rich. He might not be the most attractive. He might not be the most charismatic or charming or well dressed. He might come with a kid or two from a prior relationship, but he'll probably treat you well. But the problem is that big time main character syndrome thing that I talked about. Girls look at Instagram, they look at TV shows, etc. They're like, damn, this girl has this life. I can get it too and I deserve it. Yep. Because if you look at, and it's interesting, if you look at commercials designed for women versus like advertisers for men, to the women, they say you deserve it. You can have it all. You deserve this life, etc. With men, it's like you got to earn it, right? With women, it's more like you deserve it, and then men, it's like you got to fucking earn it. So what I've noticed is that plays into this main character syndrome that so many modern women experience. And then I think social media, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, reality television shows, it's exacerbated the problem, made it worse.
Attention. That's where it comes in, because women love attention. That's why women cannot have actual girlfriends, because eventually y'all end up having a freaking problem with that girl for some reason, because either she's getting the most attention and you get jealous, and bro, it's just what every girl, majority of women, I say.
Because girls compare their life to the chick on Instagram. And they don't know that girl that's on Instagram with that fucking good-looking guy and the $1 million, he's fucking 5 bitches a week. And she's at the house alone all the time. Yep. And he has multiple girlfriends.
They're not even together.
Or they might not even be together. They don't even know this shit, but they see the lifestyle and they don't know what comes with it. So, I think women just really need to understand the realities of the decisions that you make, and going in on a date. Bring this all full circle. When you go on a date, instead of thinking I'm the main character and impress me, nigga, it's more of, okay, I met this guy, I like this guy, let me make sure I'm the best pick for him, and these other girls get blown out the water. And I think if more women approach dating from that perspective of how can I be an asset to this man, he ain't going nowhere, bro, because most girls are fucking useless, to be honest with y'all. Give you guys some game. Most girls are absolutely useless, especially the hot ones, useless. If you come in and you're mildly attractive and you're useful, bro, you're going to beat these other girls out the water.
That is facts. If, believe it or not, if you're at least, we'll do a rating, like if you're at least a 7 and the vibes are there, eventually the attraction is going to grow, and it's going to probably, you're going to go from a 7 to probably like a 10 soon, like, and yeah, it's just like your attraction is gonna grow eventually.
Nobody has anything?
So 18 to 24 is young.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I agree. And I think the main character syndrome thing is true. And I think that it's a problem because like people like me spend my 20s, my youth, my prime trying to get that degree and become all these things that truly once you get to that point, you get to 30, you get to 35, you really start to see the value in tradition and
Yeah.
gender roles, and that's not to say like ladies like we're not equal and da 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 and all these things and we don't need an education or anything like that. But you'd really start to see that it becomes there's a switch where it becomes such a disadvantage, and all of a sudden everyone's like, but you're a great catch, you're smart, you're this, you're that, you're everything, you're da 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 da, you'd be a good mother, you'd be a good, and they
lie to you.
They're like, I want that 20-year-old.
Lose some weight.
Yeah, well, that too, but they're like, I want that 20-year-old.
Well, these are girls that probably told this.
It's just the way she looking is making me mad, bro. Like, I know she got main character syndrome. She's sitting there, she rolling her eyes, she freaking staring point blank, like giving this nigga the death stare. Like, I could tell she has main character syndrome. Like,
these are women that told you this, and men too.
In general, I think
Okay.
in society's
Oh,
views.
okay.
he's got to be paying. He's got to be paying him because she don't even look like she even want to be here. She ain't even said shit.
Like, yeah, we say like, you know, I spent like, for someone like me, like I spent my 20s like trying to do these things that society kind of teaches us.
Go to school, date around, have
are
fun.
valuable,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then you get to this point and you're like, no, I should have taken my high school sweetheart more serious or been more
Let me ask you a
focused
question
on,
real quick.
you know, yeah.
Knowing what you know now, if you took that knowledge and I told you, you know what, we're gonna fucking push the clock back
Start
15
over.
years. Knowing what you knew now, would you give up the degree? Would you take this knowledge that you have and would you go back and find your dream man?
Yes.
You would.
Yeah.
Okay.
What the fuck?
All right, and I really appreciate you being honest about
I'm
that.
being honest.
Because when I've asked girls this, most of the time they do say they would turn the clock back.
Hold on.
They would?
What are you willing to
Yeah,
give?
they would.
Real quick though. Right now, right? You're single.
I think women only say that because they've already lived. If they knew the stuff that they knew now, obviously they have memories of what they did and shit like that. But I don't think they would turn back the clock because of what you said. Obviously because of what you said, but also because nigga, they already lived basically the life they wanted. I'm getting to go back in time, basically in change the future, knowing that this happened, but now I turn back the clock. I'm in this different reality, so you know what I'm saying. Like obviously they would take it because they've already lived their fucking life. What I said makes sense.
Go.
Yeah.
Probably by choice, right?
Yes.
Wink, wink. No, but like.
What does that mean? Cap?
Yeah, I was just kidding.
We
But
all
like,
watch
what would you give up for a man right now? Like, let's say
Find
for
a
example,
perfect
you're into him, he liked you as well.
For like my dream guy.
Dream guy. What would you give up?
Everything.
Your social media, your job. What would you give up for your man right now?
Well, she gave her everything. She said she would turn the
I was
clock
gonna
back
say it
15
would be
years.
like,
She did
what
everything.
wouldn't I give up? And that would be
Yeah.
a better question. What wouldn't I give up?
Instagram.
Like I'm saying, like if you lost education, job, everything, you went back to 20 years old, fresh out of high
Yeah,
school,
if the guy was
etc.
like, if I met my dream guy and he was like, but I don't want you to be a paralegal. I want
Yeah.
you at home. I'd give it up. If he was like, I don't want you on social media. I don't value that. I'd give it up. That's real.
Yeah.
Has anyone in the past ever asked you that before to give up stuff that you didn't want to give up?
No, because I feel like, again, like we've been groomed into this society of like where I'm an independent female,
Yeah, she wasn't listening, bro.
or
She was
you know,
like,
the
whatever,
guy
nigga.
doesn't want to take that leadership role to say, I don't want I value these things and I want my woman to be this. The guys almost, not to be like sus, but like the guys kind of take this like simp role where they're like, yeah, like we're all just stuck in a really weird place, but it's
I think people are
destroying society.
scared to be honest,
Yeah.
and obviously that what I just said, right? A lot of women get. This is why a lot of women get angry and fight with me on the show. Literally from what I just told you guys, right? You guys have been very calm and well receiving of it, but a lot of women get angry and they call me a misogynist, an asshole, a sexist, blah blah blah.
Because they've spent their life working
Misogyny.
towards these things.
You're right.
That's
You're right,
everything
yeah.
in their parents, their schooling, their generation, their society, social media, Instagram, everything has told them be an independent female, go to school, get a degree, get a college. That's what's going to make a man want you. And then you get there and you're like, why doesn't nobody want me? I have all these things. I'm educated. I'm smart. Why does he want a 20-year-old bimbo that has a BBL and is that?
And it's crazy.
But that's
you
what
you
they
do
want.
all that work.
Future. I ain't gonna lie. I peeped what Future said in this one song. He said, looking for that young shit, 24. It was fire, bro. That nigga Future want that young shit. He don't want y'all old, man. He don't want y'all old bitches. He don't want y'all.
Work and you're like, okay, he's gonna appear tomorrow like
For
this.
reals.
but he never shows up.
Yeah.
Or even
Because now
stays.
you're in your mid-30s,
Yeah.
and you're competition. And maybe you make more money than him. Maybe you're more educated than him.
Yeah.
You're not on the same level.
Yeah.
And even you're kind of. There's so many times I go on dates and stuff. Yeah,
There it
he's
is.
great, but I know that we're unequally yoked.
And I think that's the difference between like
And
so.
I'm in a lane of my own.
And that's tough because like when a girl goes on a date with a guy, right, and she's like, okay, I'm smarter than this guy, I make more money than this guy. Like you guys lose attraction. You guys are like, oh my god,
And it's
Oh my
crazy.
God.
It's weird to think.
right? But like us, we're not like that. Like we can go on a date.
I'm telling you, bro, I really feel like when you meet the person that God has for you, everything's just gonna play out just as it's supposed to. Like, I really feel like everything just plays out how it's supposed to.
With a girl that's 19.
Yep.
She's not smart at all. She'll be like, oh, well, you know, I haven't really done much. I just live with my parents, blah, blah.
What do you have?
A guy will-
She's a 10.
A
So
guy will be
unlikely.
excited. He'll be like, okay, I can take you.
Low body count.
Here. Yeah.
Lots of years.
There you go. That's
Value.
how men think. Yeah.
And if I could go back and understand the value in those things, I would have dated around more. I would have not, like, I feel like girls too, like.
Did you waste your time on like one guy or
That's
something?
the thing. We
that
date
was a loser?
somebody and we date them for 3 years. Then we date the
Okay.
next person. And
You?
even while you're talking to somebody, as soon as we start, ladies,
I ain't gonna lie, most of y'all be still talking to y'all ex-boyfriend, like the OG nigga, or the nigga that gave you the most excitement. Y'all really be still like dealing with that nigga while y'all talking to the new nigga. So y'all won't even give the new nigga room to at least to air that bitch out. You know what I'm saying?
like, as soon as we start the single ladies, you start to talk to somebody, whatever, it's like we zone out everybody else.
Okay.
We really do.
So were some of those guys like I guess losers, and you gave them too much time?
Hi,
what
we're
the
Visible.
fuck?
We're the wireless company with nothing to hide. Seriously. Hidden fees?
Or maybe not
And you thought you could
losers,
fix them?
but maybe I passed on winners. So maybe they weren't
okay.
necessarily losers,
Okay.
but they weren't necessarily. I passed on soulmates, tens, high value men, this and that, trying to let me finish my education first before I have kids. Let me date
All
around.
right.
I don't want to marry my high school. I only dated two guys. All
yeah.
these things society tells you to
You got
do.
FOMO.
I
Fear of missing out.
And then
Yeah.
you're 35 years old and you're like, okay, what do I have to, like you said, you might still be able to be attractive, be this, and get a good quality person, but you're going to sacrifice somewhere. They might have kids. They might not make as much money. They might,
Be ugly.
they might be 5'10".
Yeah.
No disrespect.
Yeah, under 6 foot. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
how tall are you?
5'6".
But 6 foot is like
Yeah, bro. 6 foot, you know.
like
Oh, hold on. Question, ladies, real quick. This is it, but
I ain't gonna lie, me being 6 foot, like I don't think I'm 6. I think I'm like 5'11", like 6 foot, something like that. I'm like 5'11", like 6 foot something. But even then, like that's kind of intimidating. Like I'm only 6 foot compared to this person's 5'6". Cause you 6 foot and a woman's like 5'6", it's gonna feel like she's literally right here. No cap.
on my mind for so long.
Tell us.
How do you know when someone's 6 feet versus 5'10"?
You can
5'11"?
tell. You can tell.
No. Be honest.
You can't tell. You can't tell. I think women, as long as they are at least, I think what it is if you're at least Okay, so like I'm trying to. If a girl is at least, or if the dude is at least, your eyebrows are where his no. Fuck, I'm trying to. Okay, basically, this is the nigga. This is your little short ass, right? Like, as long as the nigga's like at least above this height, taller than you straight.
If you're below
I don't
5'7", how would you know?
Cause I mean, if a girl this small and she want a nigga that's like up to here, my God, like you got it.
No, he's 6 feet or not.
I'm a tall woman.
You
so
know
I
how
can
tall
tell.
you are.
How tall am I?
I can eyeball an eighth, so I'm
the
gonna
mic.
eyeball
No.
6 foot.
How tall am I?
Come on.
No. How tall am I?
Like, what first? I get what Fresh trying to say. He's saying you can't tell the exact number of that nigga's height. Cause nigga, I personally think I'm 5'11", but shit, to some girls I might look like I'm like 6'1".
Stand up, please.
Yeah, I could probably tell you how tall
I
you
can
are.
tell you
just
how
to
tall
As
sit
you
long
here.
as you're
How tall
taller
am
than
I?
me, that's all that matters.
You sitting down. So
How
how could
tall
I
are
know?
y'all?
And,
If we're standing each
Based
other,
on how you're acting, I'm gonna say 5'11".
Hold
Tell
on.
me.
If
Girl,
we're on
you
a date,
remember
right?
mine. Okay.
And I'm walking next to you, I guarantee you would not know how tall I am.
I would.
You would only know I'm taller than you.
I know a 6-foot person when
There's
I see
no
him.
ruler
I'm a tall
or no
woman.
measurement you can see, huh?
I'm a tall woman.
Oh, I'm sorry,
I'm like
baby, I'm sorry.
5'7", so
If somebody's
I ain't gonna lie, girl, 5'8", 5'9", you tall as shit.
So
for 3 or 4
that's
inches
taller
taller
than
than
you.
if I wear
You
the
would never.
heat,
Matter of fact, my sister's like at least like my sister is like 5. I'm about to show y'all. My sister's like 5. My sister's like 5. My sister about like 5'8", 5'9", and this is me compared to her. Dead ass. I'm like barely touching like.
You know how tall they really are.
Matter of fact, that was a good example. Matter of fact, that right there was a good example. As long as you like around there, like, or her head is touching your eyebrow,
I would
you're
know.
straight.
I eyeball things.
You don't know the exact
You telling
number,
me you don't know
baby.
3
So
inches?
if he was taller
No,
than you,
no,
but
I'm
not
telling you.
exactly 6 feet, you wouldn't go for it. So you're 5'7". You said you're 5'7".
Yeah.
If he's 5'9", you're gonna be like, oh no, he's not 6 feet.
Yeah, I would know. He's not 6 foot. Because okay,
So
guys,
You wouldn't know.
I would know.
You know what's funny?
My ball thing.
So,
No, but I know 2 inches from 6 inches.
All right, so typically what I've noticed is the closer the girl is to a 6 foot, the easier it is for her to discern if a
Yes.
guy is going to be 6 foot. So like, if
I
I've
can tell.
when girls are like 5'10", 5'11", they know right away. Yeah, this.
but no,
motherfucker's
We
not
eye
six
level.
foot.
5'7", 5'6", they
Almost,
don't know
with
what
heels
type
on.
of time it
5'7",
is.
you
Yeah.
can know.
Bruh.
Trust.
5'7", we looking eye to eye.
Trust.
5'10",
Yes.
that's me with shoes
Thank
on.
you.
A nigga pissed off some McQueens.
Also, keep in mind,
You don't
she
know
said-
what tall
she said-
that nigga
she said
is.
her fiance is 6'4".
over 6 foot.
So for her, that's an exception,
I
rare.
eyeball it.
But most girls, I agree with you, can't tell. But she knows because her fiance is really tall, so that's how they know. But most girls
Eyeball
can't
it.
tell the difference. Being honest, most girls can't. Some can, of course.
If you're 5'2", 5'3", probably no.
At that point, every nigga taller than you. I mean, no, I take that back. You will know if a nigga is like at least like 5'5", like 5'7", 5'8". You'll know pretty much that at that point.
I'm telling you, the shorter you are, the harder it is to tell how tall somebody really is.
I would agree.
I'm 5'7".
Yeah.
Short girls can't tell.
What was I? Shit, you took me off track, man. I was gonna ask something.
We're talking about her
Being old.
finding a man, feminism.
Too late.
No,
taking over.
she talked about it. Oh,
She'll make a
what I was
change.
gonna say
There
for
you go.
for the younger girls here. What are your thoughts on this? Because some of you guys have relationships or whatever it may be.
Yeah.
Like you, for example, like keep what you got. Like I mean, that's like
Absolutely.
statistically speaking, by the way, like when a girl is in a relationship with a guy that she lost virginity to, those typically tend to have the highest
Soul
marriage
ties,
rates.
yeah. Also, I feel like it has a lot to do with people see how their parents are raised or come from a background it's like, I don't want this, I don't want that. And for women, it's scary because it's every woman, I feel like at the end of the day, it's all goes to certainty. You want to be certain that you'll have a nice life, you'll have a house to come home
but
to.
your parents aren't.
I ain't gonna front with you. I feel like if you come from like a household where like your parents are divorced, I ain't gonna lie, you gonna be looking and you don't wanna be like them, bro. I ain't gonna lie, it's gonna be you gonna be looking like you gonna be searching, like you gonna be like you got probably 3 strikes, my boy, and you out. You got my bad. You got 3 strikes, my baby, and you out.
Together.
Yeah, exactly, which is what I'm saying. For females,
That's
they
where it
want
came
to.
from for you?
Yeah,
Okay.
like I want to go to school. I want to make sure that I have everything together. So because my parents were together, I don't want a man or whatever the case is. But
Wait, who's on your arm?
that's my godfather.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that.
I was
Thank you.
wondering.
I'm sorry. Yeah. No.
Okay.
Not my boyfriend. I'm not crazy. No.
I ain't gonna lie. Please, 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 and I cannot stress this enough. I don't care how in love you is with a person. I don't care if you Romeo and Juliet. I don't care if you whatever the 2 niggas from the Notebook. I think her name Allie and the other nigga named Noah. I don't care if you Jack or Rose. I don't care if you Edward and Bella. Do not ever in your life get your significant other's name tatted on your body. I don't care if y'all old ass couple and that nigga just died. You don't know what the fuck that nigga got some secrets or that woman got some secrets that your ass probably don't know. I'm not even gonna lie. Even if they were loyal, 100% do not do that shit. Do not do that shit. Your kids, that's cool. But do not ever in your fucking life tattoo a lover's name on your body. That's about the dumbest shit anybody could ever do.
Okay. Interest. Okay. So, anybody have any thoughts on like what she was saying? Agree, disagree? I mean, you have a little bit of experience too. Do you agree, disagree? Would you turn the clock back if you could as well, or
No.
no? Hardcore feminist. Okay, fair enough.
Oh my god.
We have some questions from the ladies, real quick. Are these from you? Or no?
Yeah, I think it is from them. Yeah. So you wouldn't turn the clock back to get another chance to find a guy if you had if I could turn it back? You said you're 32, right?
Yeah.
We go 12 years back. Right, and you're 20 years old, and you can find your dream guy. The likelihood would be higher, right? I gave your virginity back and everything. Would you go back in time?
I mean, I guess so, yeah. So
Okay.
correction,
All right.
scratch that in terms of if I had better self-worth
Yeah,
back then.
like you have the knowledge that you have now. I'm
Yeah.
Army. After this discussion, you got the knowledge. You know how to get a fucking guy now. You go on a date. You're not with this fucking main character bullshit. You're going in there. How can I add value? The guys are lined up. You can find your dream guy. Would you go back? So you would. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I think the younger ladies, man, like take this as a
Lesson learned here.
like a lesson learned. I'm not saying that these ladies are doomed. No, of course not. But
I mean,
you guys are.
I'm
Me
saying
being
it.
brutally honest, you guys, they're not doomed. But you guys are gonna have to absolutely make concessions. That's a fact. You ain't gonna get a 6'3"
They're coming with kids.
multi-millionaire.
They're coming with kids at
Like,
least
yeah.
for me. Yeah, I'm gonna be a stepmom to somebody somewhere.
They're either gonna come with
Someday.
kids or they'll no kids, but they won't be attractive. They'll be awkward.
Or no dick, or no
weird,
money,
yeah,
or
there
no.
you go.
You know,
Something.
not to be crass, but
You're gonna have to give something up, is what it is, right? Like women in their
Or-
30s can find a man, but this is the problem. You know, once you're in your 30s as a woman, right? You got some experience. You've dealt with men that make money. You've dealt with men that are good looking. You've dealt with men that have the Lambos. You've dealt with men that are top of the line. And it's very difficult to go backwards. That's what I've noticed with girls. If they dated a guy that was a multimillionaire before, it is so tough to go to a guy making 100K per year. Because girls tend to be, well, I can do this. I've reached this before. Why the fuck am I settling? So women...
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. But it's not even just women. Like, it's just a person in general. Once you get up to a higher level, you don't want to downgrade. Like, if I'm making 24 million, I don't want to go down to no 23 million. Like, bro, at that point, I feel like what the fuck, bro? Well, if I'm making 24 million, I go down to, nah, that's not a good example. If I'm making 24 million and I drop all the way down to 15 million, I'm gonna be pissed because it's like, bro, you don't want to downgrade. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, like, downgrading for one, it make you feel like you failed, like real talk, like you did something wrong. But it's not always a bad thing.
Women tend to look at their past relationships as like a barometer of where they can kind of go in the future, but they don't realize that as time passes, it's harder to make that back. So I think the biggest thing I tell girls in their 30s is like, you just pick 2 or 3 really good traits that are non-negotiables. Like maybe he's like, if money's your biggest thing, be content with getting a guy that has money that's ugly or fat. If good looks is your thing, be content with a guy that's gonna be a very good looking, but he's gonna be a broke. You might have to work a full-time job. If you want to get as charismatic and charming and loving, be content with the fact that he might not be the best looking and he might make some money here or there, but you're just gonna have to deal with it. So,
or you'll have to. If you're not,
Yeah.
you're gonna sacrifice something of yourself as well. That's something like how we were
Yes.
saying before.
Yeah.
So not only do I have to realize that I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to accept somebody with kids or this or something like
Yeah.
that, but I might also have to sacrifice and become a mom or become, give up
Stepmom.
my career or become a stepmom
Or be content with knowing that it's not length and girth, length or girth, you know?
that part. So you gotta. It's just sad. It's a weird place. Yeah. I don't know. Doomed is a tragic word.
No,
but-
I don't want to say. I'm not gonna say doomed. I'm gonna say doomed to find
let's
your
keep it
dream
real,
man.
though.
It's
Yeah,
not. You're doomed to find your dream man, but you can still find a good man. And I think that's where girls think like, oh, but he's boring.
But you gotta settle though.
Well, hey man, he's not the best looking guy, but he probably won't cheat on you.
Yeah, that's that materialist. Yeah,
for real,
those
that's
are like
the social media.
materialistic.
You can do it
Those are
but you won't find
materialistic
out.
aspects.
Yeah, or
of
he'll
it.
pay a hooker on Sundays,
Yeah,
3 times a year.
won't
Who
find
knows?
out, but
yeah, I mean,
or stay alone and keep searching, and next thing you know, you're like, I'm 35.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you know what? Okay. You seem pretty with a good head on your shoulders. What would you advise the young women here?
Good head.
Yeah, we got some girls here that are
Very
18
good
that are
head.
like literally just beginning their lives. What advice would you give them, knowing what you know now and having this discussion?
I would say don't be so afraid to embrace. Like society has kind of, and I'm not like a super. I'm a very pro women. Get your education, get your money, take care of yourself, all of those things. But I feel like one major mistake that I made along the way was putting my value in my education, putting my value, and not to say those things are invaluable, but if I would have had the self-worth that I had now, then I didn't, and I sat there and I kept thinking, but
Look at her. Yeah, tell her.
when I find a husband, when I find a husband, when I get an education, when I lose the weight, when I when I become a lawyer, when I do all these things, I'll feel worthy. And I think if I would have had that self-worth then, I could have not been so afraid of being traditional. Like, it's almost like society has groomed us to feel like if we accept a traditional role that we have to negate our independence and we have to negate our education. And I would say my advice to you guys would be that you can have both of the things are valuable, and you don't have to put all your value and all of your time. Time is.
And you said you're from Buffalo, right?
I'm from Buffalo, New York.
Yeah. The Northeast is like literally like, dude. Then feminism and indoctrination and liberalism is huge in the Northeast. I grew up in Connecticut, so not too far from you. And you're right there on the border of Canada, which is even more woke. So yeah.
Alright, y'all. That's it for this video, man. Thank y'all for tuning in to the live, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. I got a reaction coming for y'all tomorrow, so make sure y'all tune in to that. And it's been your boy Jen, and I'm out.